been hiding all your life, feeling you're a complete mess? I can relate much, because once my life was meaningless, and I did a lot of things that I'm not proud of. I'm no longer afraid to hide in the shadows of my yesterday. With God's grace, I was able to break free and find my path to healing and purpose. Jump into the best version of yourself, because you deserve all the best in life. It is my joy to see the best and bring out the best in people. And this is not just about success, but this is about significance, adding value in the lives of people through books, events, support, and talks. Mabuhay! I'm Coach JC Libiran, and I help people to come alive again. Like me, your mess can become your message. Friend, allow me to coach you to grow and come alive once again. Hello everyone. Welcome to the Inspirepreneurs Live, and Coach JC Libiran here, your host, and I help aspiring creative entrepreneurs, content creators, and lifelong learners to discover, develop, and deliver their genius to the world to become a force for good. Kaya hindi po aksidenteng nandito kayo ngayon. We want to welcome you, and feel free just to come, join us, and please do us a favor as we have this conversation. Join us in the conversation by typing your insights, your ideas, para at least we learn from each other. That also includes, if you know of someone that will benefit from our conversation, please do tag them or share this Facebook Live. At, di ba, sharing is a blessing, sharing is caring. At tamang-tama, ang ganda po ng topic natin kasi ang pag-uusapan natin ngayon, how to grow in gratitude and generosity. Nako, at excited po ako kasi ang ating special guest, one of my good friends and really one of my inspiration pagdating po dito sa ating Inspirepreneurship journey, global keynote speaker on gratitude, book writing coach, at excited po kasi we will be learning from her, lalong-lalo na she also is the female entrepreneur of the year ng United Nations, at founder ng Wright University. Marami pa po that this person was able to do and inspire, but definitely mamaya mas maganda pag nakasama natin siya sa ating conversation. We will get to know her and we will learn more from her. At salamat po. Tamang-tama po. Again, I always do this every Mondays. Formerly, it was called Mondays with Coach JC. But now we have renamed it to the Inspirepreneurs Live, because that's the community, the tribe that I'm actually building. And if you're not familiar with the term Inspirepreneur, it's actually anyone who is in the business of inspiring people. So whatever that is, kung meron kang gustong mensahe, meron kang storya, product, services, and you don't just want to make profit but you also want to make a difference, then tamang-tama po na nandito kayo ngayon. Alright? So, ayan po, we want to just give you a few updates lang of what's happening, and at least alam nyo po na apart from etong ating content every Monday, meron pa tayong mga regular contents that we do. I'm really looking forward that you get in touch, and let's continue the conversation. So, feel free to connect with me kung meron kayong gustong suggestions, ideas, if you have a question. You can connect with me in my social media platforms at Coach JC Libiran sa Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, and even in TikTok at Hello Coach JC. And looking forward to hear from you. At something that we want to do is to continue the conversation that we are starting here. Letting you know as well na kung kailangan nyo po ng inspiration, ayan, ang ating mga kaibigan from Feast Books has this, and that also includes, yung Feast Magazine natin. This one is November, at meron na for the month of December. So if you need mga materials, bagong libro ni Brother Bo, Find Your Surrendered Place, How to Have Inner Peace Amidst Life Storms and Overwhelming Stress. And hindi lang po ito book, but there's an audiobook of this. Kaya exciting kasi si Brother Bo Sanchez mismo ang nag-narrate, nagbasa. Meron rin tayong devotionals for 2022, kaya kung excited ka ng magbagong taon, ayan, give the gift that gives on giving. Your daily prayer time essentials. Ang gabay, didake, companion, sabat, at available po yan again sa feastbooks.ph, even in your favorite online mga store, Lazada, Shopee. Kaya tamang-tama po yan. At meron rin pong audio version yan, ang didake 365, Kaya at least meron ng daily readings, tapos nandiyan na rin yung ating mga Ayan, mga inspiration, no, at mga readings for the day. Marami pa bang content every Sundays, no, at the feast, breakthrough at 4:30 p.m. Philippine time. We create itong mga breakthrough rooms, kaya right after nung session, we get to have that online support para sa inyo. Tapos meron naman tayong every Tuesday at 8 p.m. Philippine time, ang Better Together with Coach Reza Custodio Soriano. Kakatapos lang po namin ng series ng Life to the Max and how to experience life to the fullest. Kaya ito pong last two episodes namin of the year. Nako, exciting po kasi we will try now to focus on the 21 blessings, no, at that we have received, mga lessons that we got, no, from this year, pa year ender na nga, and also preparing for the new year, no, that will be new you in 2022. At kung hindi kayo pang gabi, kayo ay pang umaga, mga early birds. Ito po, ang Gabay sa Biblia sa Radyo, 16 years na sa online radio program natin, and we're just blessed, and every Wednesday po yan at 5 a.m. Philippine time. Alright. I think this is the last, no? The Inspirepreneur Podcast under the Abundance Network. Marami po mga podcasts si Brother Bo Sanchez, no, at mga podcasters na under the network. Kaya looking forward po, no, to have you, and please do go to Spotify, subscribe or follow the Inspirepreneur Podcast. At marami na po tayong mga iba't ibang episodes, no? Every Thursday, new and fresh episodes po. At excited po ko na to hear from you as well, no, on how you are being blessed by this audio revolution happening. Ayan. So, just before we jump into our topic, ito tamang-tama, no? Quick recap lang. Actually, more of just giving you the highlights, no? Last Monday, pinag-usapan natin how to prepare for your best year ever. Tamang-tama naman kasi as we finish the year strong, we prepare now, no, for the year 2022. At kung gusto niyo po mapanood yan, it's available in our Facebook page, no, at Coach JC Libiran, even in our YouTube channel, at sa ating Facebook group ng Inspirepreneurs, no, movement. And ang isa po sa mga pinakamahalaga dyan is that talagang kailangan magplano ka, no? Kung gusto mo magkaroon ng best year ever, 'di ba? You need to plan for it, 'di ba? If you fail to plan, then you plan to fail. And saktong-sakto as we have this, no, episode natin, we want to really encourage you to engage with us kasi ito pag-uusapan natin is very much connected to this, no? Kaya tamang-tama po. All right, so just before I bring in our special guest, no, feel free just to continue your comments, yung sharing ninyo. Nako, we love reading it, and that also includes, no, salamat po sa pagtatag nyo at sa mga kaibigan ninyo, no, for sharing this Facebook Live as well. I want to let you know that this Facebook Live, of course, video siya ang format. Merong iba gusto mag-team replay pero sometimes, no, they cannot actually watch it. Kaya ang ginagawa po namin is we repurpose it to become a podcast under the Abundance Network. So almost after a month, we rebroadcast, no? We repurpose it. Kaya letting you know na at least meron kayong iba't ibang modes para ma-consume ito pong content natin. I think that's about it. So, if you have your water with you, your coffee, your tea, feel free to take a sip, and cheers na rin po para sa ating mga Inspirepreneurs. Ako rin po, iinom ako kasi kailangan yan eh. The body doesn't lie, no? Talagang sasabihin niya pagka kailangan, no? Ayan, I'd like to encourage you to take a sip of water. Okay lang po ba? Ayan, sige. Ako rin po. Cheers, everyone. Yun, ang sarap. Thank you. Yay! So everyone, take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Amazing. Thank you so much for this episode, and we're excited because ito, napakaganda ng pag-uusapan natin just to start, no, etong ating jumpstart the year, right, no? The topic that we will be talking about is how to grow in gratitude and generosity. Parang pag-iisipin mo, Coach JC, hindi ba parang given na yan? Hindi ba parang common sense na yan? Well, to be honest, no, kahit na parang sasabihin natin, no, simple lang, kayang-kaya to. Actually, maraming tao, and ako mismo, no, I also fall short. Nakakalimot ako na maging grateful. Nakakalimot ako na maging mapagbigay, maging generous. And you might want to ask, no, bakit kailangan pag-usapan? We're talking about creative entrepreneurship, content creation, lifelong, di ba, learning. Bakit mahalaga itong gratitude at generosity? Well, ako personally, kaya gusto kong simula, no, to jumpstart itong ating taon with this one is because imagine if you have so much gratitude in your heart, in your life, and you're also generous. Imagine what it can do for yourself and for others. Kaya excited ako as I bring our special guest and hindi ko napapatagalin. She'll share more on this experience niya and she's one of the person that I also look up to, no? Kaya saktong-sakto. Ayan, let me now introduce her. She is a global keynote speaker on gratitude, no? Book writing coach. At ito po, Female Entrepreneur of the Year. Napili po ng United Nations. O, di ba grabe? And founder of Wright University. Let's all welcome, ayan, Sha Nasino. Hi, Sha!
Hi, Brother
Yay!
JC, Coach JC, and hi sa lahat ng mga nanonood. I'm really happy to be here. Thank you for
Yes,
inviting me.
thank you. And definitely, no, nanonood, nakikinig, they're catching this episode. That also includes siya, no, yung hindi lang good morning, good afternoon, good evening. Kasi talagang yung ating
Yes.
mga content ngayon is consumed by people from different parts of the world, no? Kaya saktong-sakto lang. But ayan, as we jump into our conversation, unang-una muna, salamat for saying yes to this. Alam kong busy ka, at mamaya malalaman natin yung mga ibang mga pinagkakaabahan ni siya, no? And that also includes siguro ang unang tanong ko sa iyo siya, how are you growing and thriving during this time na nasa pandemic, crisis? Feel free to share. What have you been into?
Okay, thank you. So I think ang pinakalambago sa akin during the pandemic is that I have more time with God. So ang being na lagi kong kasama or pinaka madaming time na ginugugol ko with is God. So in the
Hmm.
morning, we would date for 2 hours.
Oh,
And
wow.
at night, we would date for another 2 hours. So first 2 hours of my day, kaming dalawa. And then last two
Hmm.
hours of my day before I sleep, kaming dalawa ulit. So parang, oh my gosh, sobrang, ang sweet na namin ni God. Napaka-intimate na namin dalawa.
Grabe, and I love the term, no? Date with God. Because
Yes.
sometimes, pag sinabi mong ganyan siya, ay, retreat yan. O kaya kapag ka Sunday, no, or attending the feast, parang as if it's something na i-schedule mo, no? Na medyo, in your case, parang as if it's araw-araw eh. Di ba? Siya?
Mhm, mhm. I think yun yung siguro I'm still single right now. So and then I live by myself in a condo. So ang dami
Hmm.
kong time na for myself. And then sa business din a lot of the processes were already automated or
Hmm.
semi-automated. And I have a team who works with me. So ang dami ko talagang time. Ang dami kong time tumunganga. So,
Ah.
I think may impression yung mga tao sa akin na napaka-busy ko lagi. But kunyari kung may camera siguro dito sa condo ko, so,
Hmm.
busy ba talaga siya? Bakit nakaupo lang siya sa couch, nakatunganga, nanonood ng clouds, or nakikinig ng music?
Sana
Ganun
all.
yung yun yung pinagkakabisihan ko. Or, just, I
Yeah.
really, really enjoy my dates with God. Yun yung highlight ng day ko.
Wow. So, eto bungad pa lang yung tanong natin in terms of growing and thriving and parang mapapasana all ka because let's face it siya, ang daming mga tao talaga that ayan, at the beginning of the year, 'di ba? Parang busy-busy na kagad, ang dami ng mga to-do list, no? Ang dami mga gustong i-pursue na mga pangarap. And I believe ikaw rin naman, tayong dalawa may mga pangarap tayo,
Yes.
but siguro in your case, no, you were able now to create a system, no? Talagang this even a team that helps you kaya nagagawa mo 'tong mga bagay-bagay na 'to, pero at the same time, you have more time for yourself, more time for what matters most to you. Just like what you said, no? More time with God. And thank you kasi doon pa lang kagad may take away na kagad ako eh na 'di ba? Saan mo ginugugol yung oras mo? How are you spending your time? And sabi nga nila kapag kumikita ka, yan pera madaling 'di ba kitain. Pero kapag ang oras na wala na, 'di ba? Hindi mo
Mhm.
na may babalik eh. And in your
Mhm.
case, at least na you're able to leverage, no, etong mga resources that you have.
Yes.
Amazing.
And sometimes kasi 'di ba 'pag super busy natin, ang dami natin kailangang gawin. The challenge or the temptation is to jump into doing those things right away. 'Di ba parang paggising mo,
Mm.
oh my gosh, ang dami kong gagawin, work na kaagad. And I also have that temptation, super strong temptation. But I made a decision na no matter how busy I am, the first 2 hours goes to God. And
Mm.
pagka na-start mo siya ng gano'n, parang nare-relax ka because you're with the most perfect being in the world who loves you
Mm.
unconditionally. Tas minsan may mga naririnig ka sa prayer mo na, "Ha, puwede ba lang ito na lang yung gawin ko? Napabilis yung araw ko, napabilis yung mga kailangan kong gawin." So yung wisdom na makukuha mo pakikinig kay God,
Mm.
um, ang laki ng effect niya para mapadali yung mga kailangan mong gawin. And of course, very important din talaga to apply the 80-20 principle. So what is the 20% that gives you 80% of the results? You don't need to do everything every day.
Mm.
You
Mm.
just need to focus on the 20%, and then just be content na minsan hindi mo magagawa lahat, and it's okay. It's
Yes.
okay. So marami pa tayong
Ah,
pag-uusapan mamaya pagdating dyan.
yeah. And no wonder why, no? Ikaw talaga yung top of the mind na naisip ko sa topic natin on how to grow in gratitude and generosity because you yourself, no, you are spending time with God, no? The source of all the blessings. So, talagang nag-radiate, no? Nag-overflow ka with itong gratitude and generosity. So, siguro simulan natin kagad siya, no?
Mhm.
Why is it important ang gratitude sa buhay natin? Ano ba yung benefits ito when you embrace an attitude of gratitude? And I'm sure, no, this is something that you've seen in your life. You've also seen as you work and partner with different organizations on how important this is.
Mhm. Okay, so ang daming benefits ng gratitude. Number one would be it helps you be happier. And nowadays, di ba, in the time of pandemic, it's very important to take care of our mental health. So yung
Mm.
gratitude nakakatulong sa atin para maging mentally happy as well. And why is that? It's because this was something I learned from Dr. Robert Emmons, the world's leading scientific expert when it comes to gratitude. Gratitude makes you see the truth. So, what do I mean by that? Kung iko-contrast mo siya sa toxic positivity, yung toxic positivity sasabihin niya, "Oh, hindi ka dapat malungkot, dapat lagi kang grateful, dapat ano, anak ko ba, anak ka ni God, dapat di ka nagagalit, di ka naiinis." Gano'n, gano'n yung toxic positivity. Parang sinusuppress yung emotions, uncomfortable emotions. But gratitude makes you see the truth. The truth is, I have problems, I have these emotions, uncomfortable emotions that I'm dealing with right now. Hindi mo siya nini-negate, hindi mo siya sinusuppress, hindi mo siya, parang isinasantabi. You acknowledge na merong problem, I'm feeling all these uncomfortable emotions, and in the midst of these problems and uncomfortable emotions, I'm surrounded by all these blessings as well. So nagkakaroon ka ng perspective. Isipin mo, nakakakita ako,
Mm.
nakakahinga ako without the use of oxygen. I
Mm.
can stand on my 2 feet. I can move my hands. I can walk. I can jump. I have roof over my head. I can see the clouds. I can appreciate the clouds. I have family who loves me. I have friends who love me. I have a job. Or kung wala ka man job, I have the capacity to look for a job. I have a
Yes.
business kung may business ka. So kung isipin mo, oh my God, ang dami-dami kong blessings. Sobrang dami kong blessings. Napapaligiran ako
True.
ng blessings. And yes, I have these problems. I'm not denying these problems. I have these uncomfortable emotions. And
Mm.
it's okay. It gives me perspective that the problems, the uncomfortable emotions may represent maybe 5 or 10% of my life. 90 to 95% are blessings. So yun yung number one. And it makes you happy. Nagkakaroon ka ng perspective. So instead na nakafocus ka dun sa problema mo, nakafocus ka na 95, 5. So clear
Mm.
sa'yo, may perspective ka. So it makes you happy. That's number one, which is really, really important. Kasi pag hindi ka masaya, kahit magaling ka, kahit ang dami mong ideas, wala kang gana na gawin siya. And
Yes.
gana is such a gift, 'di ba? Pag may gana ka. So that's number one.
Mm.
Number two is it makes you physically healthy. So ang dami ring studies na ginawa
Wow.
diyan. According to Dr. Robert Emmons, actually nilagay ko rin siya sa aking Mission Happiness Journal. It helps your physical health kasi yung immune system mo nabu-boost niya. So
Mm.
kailangan natin 'yan pang kontra COVID. It lowers your blood pressure,
Mm.
and you are less bothered by aches and pains. Tapos it also helps you improve your sleep. And sleep is really important for you to have the energy that you need to go about your day. So yun. So yun yung mga physical benefits niya. So number one, it makes you happy. Number two, it makes you healthy physically. Number three benefit of gratitude that I could share is that it really improves your relationship. with yourself, with God, with the people around you.
Galing.
So, ang kaibigan natin, JC, si Maring Oprah,
Yun,
kaibigan
no?
mo rin yun, di ba?
Oo naman.
Si Maring Oprah Winfrey, hindi pala Oprah lang pala. Winfrey ba yung last name niya? Si Oprah, nalito ako. Si Oprah, nag-interview siya ng mga tao like sila Obama, celebrities, sila
Mhm.
Beyonce, etc. Ang dami niyang interview na tao from all walks of life. And what she realized is that after each of the interviews, the interviewees would ask her a question that all boils down to how did I do? Did I do well?
Mm.
In other words, people want to be affirmed. They want to be appreciated. Everyone wants to be appreciated. Lahat tayo.
Mm.
It's a basic need. So when you are grateful, one way to appreciate other people is by being grateful. So when you're appreciative towards other people, mafe-feel nila, oh, okay, she appreciates me, and it helps improve your relationship. Kahit between spouses, amongst friends, amongst
Mm.
your colleagues, super duper important na appreciation. So yun, it improves your relationship. Number four benefit would be it helps you see problems as opportunities. So when you see things through the lens of gratitude, you don't see your problems as obstacles and like as na ano ako, na
Mm.
stuck ako ganyan. You
Mm.
see problems as opportunities when you're grateful. So for example, ang biggest problem ko when I started working for a bank was that I got buried in credit card debts at that time. So ang biggest problem ko, wala akong pera,
Mm.
ang dami kong utang, hindi ko alam kung anong gagawin ko sa buhay at that time, many years ago. Tapos, at that time, nakilala ko si Tony Robbins, na coach mo rin. Si parang
Of
Tony ba?
course.
Tapos sabi ni Tony Robbins na, when you have problems, get excited. So, nung narinig ko yun in 2005, sabi ko, what the heck? May problem
Mm.
ka, get excited. Parang, bakit? Ba't ako naging excited? May problema nga ako. But of course, I trust Tony Robbins. Nakikita ko yung results niya. He's happy, he's
Yes.
successful. So, okay, I'll try that. So, every morning, I would ask myself, I have these debts that I need to pay. I don't have money. I have
Mm.
problems. Why should I? Okay, I'm excited. May problema ako. So, parang sinasabi ko, I'm excited, may problema ako kasi may opportunities dito. So that's when I started reading
Yes.
books, attending seminars, and then years later, I was able to zero out my debts, and then I was able to write books. So I saw my problems through the lens of gratitude, and because of that, nakakita ako ng solution. Versus
Mm.
kung hindi ka grateful, tinitingnan mo yung problem as parang aping-api ka, victim
Mhm.
mode. May problema ako, kawawa naman ako, inapi ako, si God di niya ako mahal, mga tao hindi ako mahal, so magkakaroon ng resentment and all. Na-stuck ka na doon, di ba? But when you
Mm.
see your problems through the lens of gratitude, parang na-excite ka because you know that behind every problem is a blessing. Ako,
Ganda.
some of my biggest blessings talaga came from my biggest problems. So whenever I have problems, I get excited. Ito hindi ko na fake yung excitement ko. Totoong
Mm.
na-excite na ako. Because after I resolve those problems, they become a book or an online course, an online summit, an online event.
Yeah.
So which leads me to the last benefit of gratitude that I'd like to share tonight. Ang daming benefits pero limit natin to 5 for
Mm.
today. The last benefit is that it inspires creativity. And you're passionate
Wow.
about inspiring creative entrepreneurs, di ba? When you're
Mm.
grateful, it inspires your creativity. So there is a direct correlation between gratitude and creativity. The more grateful you are, the more creative you can get. And the more creative you can get, the more grateful you will become. Tapos ganun lang
Yes.
siya, spiral up siya. So yun.
Wow. I love it. Thank you for sharing itong mga benefits na ito. And I'm also reminded no, from, again, Tony Robbins, ang sinabi niya, di ba, trade your expectations with appreciation. And in this case, no, I really appreciate by you telling this. Sometimes, di ba, parang dapat alam na natin to eh. Pero hindi eh. Kailangan ma-remind rin tayo. Now, this is very much connected, not just yung gratitude, but now, bakit mahalaga ngayon yung generosity? Lalo na, 'di ba? There are a lot of people na talagang naapektuhan by the crisis, by the pandemic. So, bakit ako magbibigay? Ito na nga lang ang meron ako. Bibigay ko pa. Di mawawalan ako. So how is it now connected itong gratitude and then generosity? Bakit mahalaga na maging generous? Like in your case, isa ka sa mga taong kakilala ko talaga, very generous, no? By sharing your time, talent, and treasure.
Galing. Uh, gener- Generosity is so important. So when it comes to resources, for example, money, why is it important to be generous? It's because the money is not yours. Whatever money you have,
Mm.
whatever money you earn, it's not really yours. God is entrusting you to be a good steward of that money. So yun yung mindset ko. The money that I have is not mine. And therefore, I'm very careful with the way I spend it. And at the same time, hindi rin ako madamot. Like, one time, so I remember this particular example, JC. So I was
Mm.
doing the dishes in our province. Tapos favorite time ko kasi yung maghugas ng pinggan. Ewan ko, nare-relax ako pag naghuhugas ako
Pareho
ng pinggan.
tayo.
Ikaw din.
Oo, habang nakikinig ng podcast or something, ganyan yung ginagawa ko.
Ang saya, di ba? Ang saya
Oh, di
maghugas ng
ba?
pinggan. So, habang naghugas ako ng pinggan, feeling ko sobrang clear na sabi ni God sa akin na siya, bigyan mo si ganito at si ganito ng ganitong amount. So, parang,
Mm.
God, sigurado ka, medyo malaki yun. And then, tinext ko na yung dalawa kong kaibigan, can I share in your hospital bills? Can I send you this money? Tapos sabi niya, tapos yun, parang, of course, nahiya. Pero, ang narinig niya sa prayer niya is, huwag kang mag-alala, magpo-provide ako sa'yo. Ang narinig niya kay God, na I will provide for you. So for me,
Mm.
feeling ko na pag-utusan lang ako na siya, yun na yung answer sa prayer niya. Sabi ko, magpo-provide ako. Ikaw, inuutusan kita, bigyan mo siya ng ganitong amount. So,
Mm.
yun yung mindset ko. That's why, hindi ako, sa pera ko, very very healthy yung relationship ko with money. I'm not attached to money
Mhm.
because I know that the money is not mine. The money is God's. And at the same time, I'm also not worried when, for example, may gusto akong target income and then hindi ko siya na-reach or na-reach ko siya. I'm not attached to the results because I know that the
Mm.
results is God's department. So for example, let's say I launch a certain project, tapos gusto ko ganito yung kikitain ko dyan or ganito yung income for the business. If God gives me 100% of what I asked, thank God. If God gives me 25% of what I asked, thank God. If God gives me
Mm.
zero, thank God. Praise be to God. Whatever He gives me, I see it as a blessing.
Oh.
Kahit hindi ko maintindihan, kahit, di ba parang logically, paano naging blessing? Hindi ka kumita, lugi ka pa.
Mm.
Basta blessing
Mm.
pa rin yan. Hindi ko man maintindihan, pero God is working behind the scenes. So that's how I see it when it comes to money. That's why it's not hard for me to be generous and also to give
Mm.
tithes and all. When it comes to knowledge naman, kasi I share a lot of my knowledge
Yes.
with friends, with people, through my books, through whatever I do, either free or paid, ganyan. When it comes to sharing knowledge, ang mindset ko naman dyan, kasi mindset is really important. Mindset ko dyan is, whatever I know, I will share.
Mm.
Whatever I know, I will share. I won't let it stop with me. Because pag shinare ko siya, wala namang mawawala sa akin pag shinare ko. In fact, the more you share, the more you
Mm.
learn. So that's my mindset. And I
Yes.
remember when I started to write books and when I started to teach people how to write books, tinanong ako ng kaibigan ko, sabi niya, siya, ba't mo ituturo yung sikreto paano magsulat ng libro? Eh, di ba nag-create ka lang ng competition? Tapos,
Mm.
inisip ko, may point siya. But then, I went back to my purpose. And my purpose is to communicate HIM or Him, Jesus. Pero acronym nun is happiness, inspiration, and meaning through my words and
Correct.
works. So it means if I go back to my purpose and I teach these authors how to write books, then I
Mhm.
just multiplied myself, di ba? I just multiplied myself and I just, parang in-expand ko lang yung aking purpose through these people. I helped them
Yes.
share their stories to the world and then I got to live my purpose. So that's my mindset when it comes to sharing my knowledge naman, my expertise, my
Mm.
time. Yun. When it comes to sharing my talent like music,
Yun, no? Sige nga.
when it comes to sharing my talent like singing, performing in music videos, dancing, directing music videos, ganyan. Um, it's just so fun to sing. And when you're having fun, you inspire others also to have fun. Minsan kasi yun yung nakakalimutan natin as adults, di ba? As
Mm.
responsible adults, nakakalimutan nating maglaro, to
Yes.
have fun because we're so serious about our responsibilities in life. And for me, at the end of the day, I'm a child of God. And as a
Mm.
child, I want to play. And playing for me is singing, creating music videos. It's my playground for to exercise my creativity. And when I share that, I know marami ring tao na natutuwa or na-inspire. Um,
Yes.
just the other day, may friend ako nagsabi na,
Mm.
ay siya, alam mo ba, na-appreciate ko na yung isang mong song na I Like You So Much uh, I Like You So Much You'll Know It. Tsaka yung isa mo pang song, nakalimutan ko anong song yung sinabi niya.
Mm.
Na-appreciate ko na siya dahil kinanta mo.
Yun,
So
no?
sobrang kinilig naman ako dun na parang, wow! Ayan, napapansin na raw niya yung song na yun dahil narinig niya sa kanta ko. So,
Mm.
very, very happy.
Yes, yes. I love it siya. No, talagang by you sharing all of this now, talagang ako nakita ko yung connection. Oo nga, no? When you have that grateful heart and 'di ba meron pang term, 'di ba? Thanks living. Na hindi lang siya one time pero talaga you've embraced it as a lifestyle eh. You really embody it and because you are overflowing as well with blessings. Now, you are constantly also blessing people no to ayan, the many opportunities, platforms that we have. In fact, many books under your belt. Pero tama, hindi nagkaroon ng insecurity or somehow fear, worry. Pero actually, ang ginawa mo ngayon, you even made it as a program and every now and then, no, you get to help itong mga aspiring na mga writers and authors launch their book. So, congratulations. Mamaya, we'll hear more on that, no, the things that you have been using, platforms that people are being blessed. So, looking forward ako na i-share mo yon. Pero now, let's make it more practical for them kasi this is you. Do you have like steps, at least tips, no? How to grow in gratitude and generosity? Kanina, sa kinento mo, meron eh. Pero baka meron ka pang gustong idagdag siya.
Okay, so unahin muna natin yung gratitude. How to grow in gratitude. So maybe what I'll share is something you can do on a daily basis na madali lang siyang gawin. It won't take a lot of time. So number one is the moment you wake up, let the first few words that come out of your mouth be thank you. So the moment,
Thank
kasi
you.
di ba pag gising natin, ano bang sinasabi natin? Maybe, ano naman kaya kailangan kong gawin? Oh, ang dami kong gagawin, ang dami
Shucks,
kong
late na
problema.
ako. Mga ganyan.
Shucks, dito, nasa-stress ka na kaagad, di ba? So let the first few words that come out of your mouth be thank you. And why is that important? NLP. NLP, di ba? So, neuro-linguistic programming.
Hmm.
When you say thank you, yung words kasi na thank you, na-associate ng brain natin sa something good na na-receive mo. So
Yeah.
when you say thank you, even if you don't mean it, yung na-associate ng brain, naghahanap na ngayon yung brain mo ng proof na, ba't siya nag-thank you? Siguro may magandang nangyari. So hinahanap niya yung magandang nangyari pag
Hmm.
nag-thank you ka. So yun. And then do a thank you party. Parang
Wow.
for example, the moment you wake up, you can say, God, thank you for another day or whatever it is that you want to say. And then when you get out of the bed, pwede ka mag-thank you sa kumot, sa bed, kung saan ka natulog. Kapag i-off may electric fan or aircon, mag-thank you ka kasi may electric fan or aircon. Thank you kasi may electricity. Pag iinom ka ng tubig, God, thank you kasi may tubig akong iniinom. Di ba? Ang daming tao mag-iigib pa para may iinumin na tubig. Ikaw, iinumin mo na lang siya. Pag i-on mo yung switch ng ilaw, thank you for the electricity.
Hmm.
Thank you for the people who invented this. Thank you for the electricians who put this up. So, ang dami mong pwedeng pasalamatan. So,
Yeah.
yun yung number
You will
one.
never run out, no? Talagang ang daming
You will never
pwede
run out.
ipagpasalamat.
So, yun yung una. Say thank you. So, first 5 minutes, kung gagawin mo siya, maybe first 5 minutes, naka 20, 30 thank yous ka na. And then you can do it the entire day if you want. The second thing that I'd like to share is do a gratitude walk, what I call the gratitude
Hmm.
walk. So very simple lang siya. Get your phone. Iset mo yung alarm maybe for 10 minutes or 5 minutes depending on how much time you have. And kahit nasa sala ka lang or kung may balcony ka or kung saan ka pwedeng maglakad. So for the next 5 or 10 minutes, maglakad-lakad ka lang and yung theme ng lakad mo is mag-thank you ka lang. So,
Mm.
yun ang gagawin mo sa 5 minutes, hindi magrereklamo, kundi magte-thank you. So you can go wide or go deep. Going wide means random things na pagte-thank you mo. Thank you kasi maganda ako. Thank you kasi may
Yes.
pamilya ako nagmamahal sa akin. Thank you, maganda yung araw. Thank you sa laptop ko. Thank you sa phone ko. Thank you sa wife. Whatever. Wide siya, parang
Mm.
random. Or you can also go deep. For example, focus on one aspect and then, or one person, dun ka lang magde-thank you. For example, let's say nag-focus ka sa mukha mo, di ba?
Mm.
So, pwede mong pasalamatan si God sa mukha mo. God, thank you sa kilay ko. Ang ganda ng kilay ko. Kahit di kailangan ayusan. Kilay is life. Ang ganda-ganda niya. Thank you sa mata ko kasi nakakita ako. Thank you sa ngiti ko. Nakakangiti ako. Thank you sa ngipin ko. Buo pa naman.
Mm.
Yung ganon. So, ang dami mong pwedeng ipagpasalamat. So, that could be, you can make that a game. So, 5 minutes or 10 minutes. So, yung number 2 tip ko. Number 3 tip is to have a gratitude journal.
Yeah.
So, sabi ni Dr. Robert Emmons, gumawa sila ng studies on gratitude journaling. And then, as early as 3 weeks, yung
Mhm.
kanilang mga respondents dun sa study nila, ages 8 to 80, may mga nakita na silang benefits sa physical nila, sa immune system nila, with sleep nila, psychological in terms of having more positive emotions, and social in terms of how they relate with other people, kung gaano sila ka-compassionate, ka-helpful, etc. So,
Mm.
very important yung gratitude journaling. And so, bigyan ko lang kayo ng tips on gratitude journaling. Simple lang siya. You can get a nice notebook, and then in the morning, you can write down 1 or 2 things you're grateful for. And then at night, before you sleep, you ask yourself, okay, ano mga magandang nangyari ngayon na pwede kong ipagpasalamat? So yun. So yun ang 3 tips na gusto
Mm.
kong ibigay when it comes to how to be more grateful. Um, and then when it comes to being generous naman, actually, it's part also of my Mission Happiness Journal. Yung
Mm.
tawag ko dun is gift. So every day, ask yourself, what random act of kindness can I do for someone today?
Mm.
So it could be as simple as, okay, I'll pray for this person, or I'll text this person, or
Mm.
I'll send this person food. Um, Nakakatawa. Isa yun sa mga favorite kong gawin ngayon. For example, may kaibigan ako dumating from another country. So ano siya, quarantine, ganyan. So tatanungin ko, anong kini-crave mong drinks or food, papadala ko sa'yo. Yung gano'n. So, sobrang simple lang for you kasi ang bilis lang naman, 'di ba? Grab up lang naman, a few
Mm.
ano lang. Pero for that person, parang napakalaking bagay because,
Totoo.
'di ba, may nakaalala sa kanya. And I started doing that because someone did that to me as well. And ako, kaya ko
Mm.
namang bumili on my own. Kaya ko naman siyang bumili, kaya ko
Yes.
naman mag-order on my own. Pero ang sweet pala pagka may ibang nag-offer sa'yo. Like one time my friend offered me. Kasi nung time na yun sabi ko, naghahanap ako ng gana, wala akong gana, gusto ko lang mag-relax. Ang dami kong
Mm.
kailangan gawin na work. So nag-message siya, sabi niya, "Siya, meron ka bang food na kini-crave? Papadalahan kita." So for me, sobrang sweet nun. And then, since marunong na ako mag-receive ngayon because nagkaroon na ako ng self-love journey, sabi ko, oo,
Mm.
favorite ko sa ganito, sa Mary Grace, ito yung favorite kong food. Hindi na ako nahiya kasi ako kaya ko
Yes,
na
yes.
ibigay sa sarili ko. So, sobrang sweet lang niya. So, things like that. And also, when you text someone, then sabihin mo lang na, oh, I'll hear mass and then I'll offer up my mass for you, for your
Yes.
intentions. That act means a lot. So yun,
Mm.
parang
Wow.
generosity in terms of, your heart and how you love the other people. Another is also giving tithes, like percentage of your income. You give it to an organization or a church that helps you grow spiritually. So super
Mm.
important yan. And then also be generous with the people you work with. Uh, for example, for my team, ginagaya ko si Brother Bo. 'Di ba
Mm.
sa team niya, nag nag-iinvest sa stock market yung ano niya, employees niya. So
Tama.
for my team members as well, I I taught them how to invest in the stock market. Tapos every month also I give parang matching amount for their
Mhm.
investment. of course, may limit, di ba? May cap. But
Mm.
for example, if they invest this much, I'll give this much as well every month that they can add to their investment. So, yun, parang love the people that you work with, love the people that you're with, love your friends, love your family. Yan.
Wow. Parang ang sarap po na maging kaibigan si siya. At least, no, through this episode and conversation where I really inspired and encouraged, no, that it's really possible. And no wonder why siya, no, sobrang daming blessing and you continue to become a blessing to many people. Nako, first part pa lang yan. Sobrang dami na nating natutunan, takeaways, but wait until no, we continue this conversation. But for now, we'll give ourselves a breather. So everyone, take a deep breath. Inhale. Exhale. Woo. Thank you, Lord. Thank you, Sha.
Thank you, Lord.
Amazing. And Sha, as a breather, this will be an opportunity. And sige, take a sip of water. And then, salamat sa mga kasama natin ngayon, no? Who are just joining Facebook Live, nagko-comment. Thank you. Acknowledging each one of you. And huwag po kayo magala, kahit kami dalawa ni Sha, we will also try to do a team replay, respond to you. Let us know where are you from. Share this live and be a blessing as well to people. And Sha, you've been blessing us, but I'm sure nakakonect sila sa'yo. But furthermore, how can they get in touch with you? Feel free to share itong mga social media accounts or maybe if you have an upcoming project campaign that you're doing. Go ahead.
Okay, so you can subscribe to my YouTube channel, Sha Nasino TV, or you can follow me on Instagram at Sha_Nasino. So sa YouTube, if you want the child in you to have fun and play and let your creativity flow, YouTube is the way to go. And then sa IG naman, if you want daily inspirational messages, like Monday to Saturday, we post that via IG and FB. So yung mga quotes. And if you want to be part of my email newsletter, so we have this Tuesday, wherein every Tuesday I send inspirational, personalized emails to you. You can go to shanasino.com/dreams. Again, that's shanasino.com/dreams.
Yan. Thank you, Sha. Doon pa lang, grabe, no? Blessed na tayo sa conversation ngayon. Pero furthermore, no, they'll be blessed when they connect with you. So, ako po, whenever I need inspiration, ideas, no, I'll just swing by, no? Anong ginagawa niya siya? Okay. She's into music video. Sige, ipagpapray natin yan. Ay, speaking of music video, siya, I'm not sure no, if it's possible. Just before we go back to the conversation, okay lang ba? Do you have it with you? You want to share one of
Yes,
those?
of
So,
course.
subukan
Thank
natin.
you.
We didn't do a parang tech
Thank
play nito, pero subukan natin, isama natin sa panalangin natin, no? You can share that on your own and then I'll just try to frame it para nandyan yung ating video.
Okay. So, i-share ko yung aking original music video, original
Yun.
song, the first song I've ever written. It's called Every Morning. So, it's about how we can love ourselves every day or every morning. So, i-share ko na sa inyo.
Sige lang siya. I'll once it's already here, I'll be the one to project it. Ayan. Hold on.
There.
Sige. Naka-play na ba? Hindi pa.
Naka-play na. Yun.
This is a treat for us. Thank you, Sha.
Oh, honey, I know you're busy. But hey, if you're not healthy, you can't function properly. So be wise. Make sure to exercise. Oh, so every morning, do some walking, do some dancing, do some running. Keep that heart beating. Come on, honey. Let's keep it moving. wanna be happy, you gotta care for your body. You gotta exercise daily so you can live the best of your life. Oh, so every morning, do some walking, do some dancing, do some running. Keep that heart beating. Come on, honey. So every morning, do some walking, do some dancing, do some running. Keep that heart beating. Come on, honey. Let's keep it moving. Don't feel guilty for loving your body. Love yourself today. It will go a long way. Don't feel guilty for loving your body. Love yourself today. It will go a long way. Don't feel guilty. Yay! For loving
Wow! Woohoo! Amazing. Thank you, Sha. Definitely,
You're
no, in your
welcome.
YouTube channel, no, that's Sha Nasino TV. So more of that. No? So original song, no? What's the title of the
Original.
song again?
Every morning.
Wow. And definitely, etong mga na-share mo rin kanina, that became the inspiration of the song, or baka meron pang additional trivia on that.
On the song, I think parang a month before ko ni-release yung song, the idea of writing an original song and launching it in less than a month came to mind. So
Hmm.
again, practice yun as an entrepreneur na pag may idea ka, no matter how crazy, and even if
Mm.
people would say, too tight yung schedule. So as an entrepreneur, that's an exercise of creativity. You can test the idea and see how far it can go. So I think nandun ako sa point na I'm not afraid to fail. So if I say, okay, I want to write a song and then release it in 1 month. So if I don't do that, hindi ako mahiya. But the
Mm.
caveat is I will do my best to make that come true. I-exert,
Wow.
parang it's a done deal. It's a done deal. When I say I will release it on this date, consider it done. That's my philosophy. So I don't just say things and then iniiwan ko sa ere. I say it because I know that I have the capacity to make those words come true, and I have the integrity to really do my best to be true to my word.
Mm-mm.
And at the same time, I give grace to myself in case hindi ko magawa.
Mm-mm.
I'll forgive myself and it's okay. And I'll do better next time.
Wow.
Ganon.
Amazing. Nako thank you That's in a way intermission pero sobrang blessed kasi meron pa rin tayo na insert. And just before we go back to our conversation siya, again, thank you to those of you who are joining us, catching this, no? We're talking about this conversation on how to grow in gratitude and generosity. Of course, no, with Shana Sino. And Sha, just before we go back to that, ako naman, I wanted to just thank no people who are also supporting no whatever that we're doing here. Hindi lang sa mga content that we're creating online, but as also includes no the people that we also engage no in a more intimate no, in your case no, the Right University. Ako, I'm also blessed no that we get to support and encourage people who are also in this path of continuously growing, creating, and who wants to thrive no beyond this crisis. And these are just some of the faces of the people that we got to mentor, we got to help, encourage, coach, and sobrang I'm sure ikaw siya makaka-relate ka rin dyan na pag nakita mo na yung mga success story nila, nakita mo na they're also becoming a blessing to people, sasabihin mo na worth it no yung time that we share, the talent, and even when we also share yung ating mga resources. So encouraging you all no, not just in this content that you are getting now, but feel free not to get more information with the Inspirepreneur Inner Circle. And our really goal for this one is to bring out the best in you through mastermind experiences, master classes, and mentoring sessions. So for ngayon, yung ating mga members siya is not just here in the Philippines, but because of the online world, they're actually from other parts of the world, no? And nakakatuwa lang kasi we get also to learn from them and be encouraged, no, by their journey. So, to those of you who will also be part of this, no, at you want to inquire, letting you know na, ayan, sabi nga ni siya, hindi lang siya gratitude yung generosity, no, it's actually tied up, no, to our feast. And thank you po for your support. If you want to be part of this, because ang goal natin is to have like 50 eye givers, no, so that we can continue our mercy ministries, yung ating pong ginagawa sa feast. Feel free to message us, no, type nyo po I give so that we can give you an information on this. 0917-555-6690. And again, marami pong salamat for your generosity, no. Talagang the more you grow, the more you become grateful, the more that you can give, no. At kailangan natin yan, no. So it's supporting ating efforts, no, sa ating ongoing na pandemic, hashtag the Feast Little Acts of Love, and we continue the cycle of generosity and mission of impacting lives through ito pong ating mga mercy ministries. Kaya maraming salamat. Your giving, your love goes a long way. Thank you for the love. Ayan. So, what's next for the Inspirepreneur Inner Circle siya? Update lang is that we are having a retreat, no, this week, no,
Nice.
December 10, Friday, 5 to 8 p.m. Philippine time. So, it's exclusive for Inner Circle members, but if you want to join, mag-message lang po kayo sa amin because again, sabi nga ni siya, we just want to continue to add value to people, and eventually, no, if you see yourself supporting our cause, our advocacy, then come and join us, no, for the long run so that we can journey with you as well. And also a recommendation we've been sharing kanina ni siya, no, about Tony Robbins, no, number one life and business strategist, no. If you are on Netflix, no, feel free to check out yung I Am Not Your Guru. Very powerful. In fact, siya I'm actually attending, no, yung exact program that he is doing online ang approach, and actually hybrid siya. It's there
Mhm.
are people in the audience, the
Oh,
platinum members
wow.
niya, slash
Uh-huh.
there are people online, kaya nabigla kaming lahat, no. So
Galing.
that's the Date with Destiny for 6 days. Medyo effort lang at panalangin nyo kasi madaling araw po siya dito sa Pilipinas. So, yun lang ang medyo challenging part. But still worth it, no? At if not, at least ito mapanood nila, no? But to those of you who want to take your business, your brand to the next level, there's an upcoming event by Tony Robbins, no, on January 12 to 16. So, save the dates, no, if you are an entrepreneur and you want really to take it to the next level. The business mastery of Tony Robbins, no, of ito yung virtual, a live 360 interactive experience. And for more information, mag-message lang po kayo sa akin because we're also planning something siya, no, so that we can actually make it available, no.
Galing.
So, yan, I'm excited for people who wants to take their business to the next level. Tamang-tama for the new year 2022. Yun, I think that's about it. All right, everyone, take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale, take a sip of water if it's okay kasi kailangan natin yan before we
Oo.
continue our conversation. Kaya cheers siya
Cheers.
sa mga inspirepreneurs out there. All right, sige, everyone take a deep breath. Inhale, exhale. Wow, that was an amazing first part natin siya, no, sa conversation, and sigurado itong next half natin, they'll be inspired because you've been advocating being grateful, being generous, and marami ring naidulot na maganda ito sa'yo, no? Yung rewards, no? The results, the people that you got to bless. So, maybe it's about time siya, no? That we encourage them. Most especially, ikaw mismo, you're a creative entrepreneur, you're an inspirepreneur, no? In my definition talagang you embody that. Feel free to share. Ano ba ang mga naging blessings din, no? When you try now to embrace, no, a life of gratitude and generosity. So feel free to share yung mga works, the platforms, the projects that you're
Mhm.
doing and how it's blessing people.
Okay, I think for me personally muna is that parang mas naging chill ako sa buhay. Parang
Mm.
before kasi I would always hustle, hustle, hustle. As in hustler talaga ako dati.
Mm.
And then ngayon, yes, I still work a lot, pero mas chill na ngayon because when you're grateful and when you're generous at the same time, na-increase niya yung capacity mo to trust God. And when
Yes.
You trust God and you trust His timing, you trust His provision, mas nagiging relaxed ka. And pag mas nagiging relaxed ka, it shows in your aura as well. Um, it helps you be more creative. Yun nga yung thing about creativity. It's hard
Mm.
work, but for it to work, you need to be relaxed. Di ba?
Yes,
When you
yes.
brainstorm, hindi siya yung, kailangan talaga work hard ako, kailangan may lalabas na. Hindi siya ganun nag-work eh. Lumalabas yung ideas when you're so relaxed, when you're having fun, when you're playing. Pag
Mm.
tumutunganga ka, lumalabas yung ideas. Pag nagiging grateful ka, lumalabas yung ideas. So yun yung na ano niya sa akin, itulong niya na I don't need to work as much as I did before because the ideas come because I'm
Yes.
relaxed. And I'm relaxed because I'm more grateful. I'm more trusting to God. And then because I'm more trusting to God and His provision, I become more generous. So parang ano siya, I mean,
Galing.
ikot-ikot lang.
Tama.
So,
Siya, before you continue
mhm.
binanggit mo kasi kanina at the beginning ng conversation natin na parang tumutunganga ka, kala ng mga tao, busy-busy ako. May magandang term. Imbis na
Ano?
tumunganga, walang ginagawa, creative pause.
Gusto ko
Oh.
yan. Gusto
And
ko
that's what
yan,
you're doing. That's what you're
creative
doing.
pause. Yes. So when you see me, for example, when we're about to launch a very important project, a very important online course or online summit, you don't see me on my laptop. Makikita mo
Mm.
ako na nung meron pa akong plans dito, nagtatanim, nagdidilig ng halaman, or nagugas ng pinggan, or nagma-mop ng floor, or
Mm.
nagva-vacuum, or nagre-relax sa couch,
Mm.
nanonood ng clouds. Gustong-gusto ko talagang manood ng clouds or nanonood ng mga boats by sa river because I live by the river. Pasig River nga lang.
Can you repeat
River
that
pa rin.
again? Nanonood ka siya ng?
Nanonood ako ng boats,
Oh, okay.
bangka na dumadaan sa river kasi nakatira ako by the river, Nax. Pasig
Yun.
River nga lang, pero river pa rin, di ba? So, ang
Yes.
daming dumadaan ng mga bangka. And then, in the afternoon, I would watch the sunset. So, na-enjoy ko siyang gawin. In the morning, I would
Mm.
catch the sunrise. I-draw ko yung curtain and then magsa-sunbathe ako habang nagde-date kami ni God. So, yun. Yun yung effect niya sa akin eh. Yung quality ng ideas ko,
Mm.
mas nagiging, parang ang ganda, ang galing ng mga, Naks, ang galing ng mga ideas talaga, ang ganda ng mga ideas. Sobrang, nakaka-amaze yung mga ideas.
Mm.
And at the same time, um, yung siguro yung pinaka-practical na mga naidulot nila sa akin is when I put up my online summit, for example, the World
Yan.
Gratitude Summit, I invited all these people to speak in my event, in my summit, at naniniwala talaga ako na na-attract mo talaga yung tribe mo. You
Mm.
attract, you attract energy. So, for example, I invited the likes of Dr. Ivan Meister, who is the founder of BNI. He said
Wow.
yes. Andrew Matthews, whose books have sold over 7 million copies. He said yes.
Grabe.
I interviewed Jack Canfield. He said yes. Of course, Brother Bo Sanchez. So, oh my God, these people are so grateful. Tapos yung isang nakita ko sa kanila is, ang simple-simple ng buhay nila. The
Mm.
people, ang simple ng buhay nila. And one of the things that they do best is that they know how to live in the moment, the present.
Mm.
Um, ang ano ko dyan, ang si Dr. Ivan Meisner, ang sabi niya, ang example niya is that, sabi kasi niya, you need to learn how to live in the now. So, an example niya dyan would be, for example, parents. When you're a mom or you're a dad, tapos busy ka sa work mo, nag-overtime ka, yung mind mo, iniisip niya, dapat you'd feel guilty. So, nag-work ka, but your mind is elsewhere. You'd feel guilty because you thought you were supposed to be playing with your kid. And when you're playing with your kid or kids, you feel guilty because you felt like you needed to be more productive and work.
Mm.
So, ang sabi ni Dr. Ivan Meister is, live in the now, wherever you are. Be fully present. So, if you're working, be fully present in your work. When you're
Mhm.
playing, be fully present playing with your child or with someone you want to play with. So, yun mga nakikita ko. And so, ang benefit sa akin nun is I get to talk to these people up close. I mean, via
Yes.
Zoom. Si brother mo
Galing.
tsaka si Jack Canfield lang yung in-person ko na interview. So, I get to talk to them, I get to learn from them, and then the blessing is multiplied because we get to share it with a greater audience. So, the World Gratitude Summit was a free summit, a free online summit, and we had so 2020 we had 15,000 participants from 49
Wow.
countries. So, and we had ambassadors. We had almost 100 ambassadors from different
Mhm.
countries as well. So these were gratitude ambassadors who helped us spread the summit in the different in their countries. So for example, we had someone from the Maldives, from Indonesia, India, etc. So sila yung ambassador namin dun sa country na yun.
Hmm.
So, ang galing. So
No no
I
wonder
guess
why siya kaya global, 'di ba? Keynote, no? Speaker on gratitude, no? Galing. Um, I also want to take this opportunity na siya to thank you because when I was also trying to, learn the ropes on how to do summits, ikaw talaga, no? Ang isa sa mga person na talagang experience, no? And again, your generosity is always there, and that's why you got to help me. We got to do that, no? We are
um,
the Grow Beyond Crisis, no? Summit, and
yes.
inspired by what you have been doing. Kaya totoo sa yung
Congratulations,
gratitude tsaka
Boom.
generosity eh.
Thank you.
Ayan, no, tamang-tama siya, no, that we get to talk ito mga to, and alam niyo napaka-humble nitong siya. Talagang yes, no, kung books lang. How many books na nga ba siya?
15.
15 books. Pero ang next step niya is tinulungan niya na yung ibang tao na sulat ng libro, to launch it, no, with your one of your signature programs, itong 90-day book writing, 'di ba? Challenge.
Yep. So the 90-day book writing challenge. So ang goal niyan is we teach aspiring authors how to write books in 90 days, even if you're not writers and even if you're busy in your jobs or business. So
Mm.
naniniwala kasi ako na may formula yung pagsusulat ng libro, and the only skill you need for you to be able to write a book is the skill to write a sentence. So if you know how to write a
Mm.
sentence, then you can write a book because sentences make up a paragraph, paragraphs make up a chapter, and then chapters make up a book. So it's just a matter of how do you put the sentences together to create a cohesive book. So yun yung formula na tinuturo namin inside the 90-day book writing challenge.
Yes, yes. And apart from it, no, may mga other online course ka pa. And then now, no, you have itong built itong ang Right University. Can you share more on that siya? And again, na talagang sigurado nandiyan pa rin yung value of gratitude and generosity.
Okay, so Right University, it's our umbrella brand for our different signature programs like the 90-day book writing challenge, World Gratitude Summit, Global Authors Summit, Speak to Thrive Summit. So ito naman yung we teach people, entrepreneurs, professionals how to speak confidently in order to thrive, not just in
Mm.
your personal life but in your professional life as well. So Right University is our brand. It's our umbrella brand.
Yes. May ibig sabihin ba yung right? WRITE.
Yes, meron siyang ibig sabihin. Yung WRITE, ginamit ko siya for the 90-day book writing challenge. Um, pero ang ano din yan, Right University, para siyang wordplay din, right? Tapos you hear it, di ba, right? Yung
Mm.
RIGHT, ganun yung tunog niya. So
Yes.
it's like a wordplay. Writing happens to be my passion. So Right University, the main purpose of Right University is to inspire you to make your passion your profession. So whatever that passion is for you.
Ganda. To make your passion your profession. At kailangan natin yan, no? Most especially as we pivot in this pandemic. And thank you, no? Talagang what I'm getting from this conversation, akala nyo, no? Gratitude, generosity lang. Yun nakakala nyo. Actually, it's leading now, no? To these things that siya is doing. And you are a blessing to me and to many people siya. Kaya tuloy-tuloy lang, no? And siguro, of course, no, maaring nakita nila wow, sana all sobrang successful ni siya But maybe we can also now share, baka may mga naging challenges, no?
Mm-mm.
Struggles along the way in your journey. What are the lessons that you've learned, no? In these challenges that you've gone, no? So, pwedeng pre-pandemic yan or during this pandemic.
Okay. So I'd like to share yung three most up-to-date lessons I learned, which I also shared during my opening keynote for the book launch we had a few days ago. So number one, so itong tips na to, tips for aspiring authors or aspiring entrepreneurs who want to make who want to make their dreams come true, and at the same time have a lot of fulfillment in the process. Kasi what can happen is that na-achieve mo yung success but you'd feel empty. So we don't want that to happen, di ba?
Mm.
So number one is to act on your ideas, no matter how crazy your ideas may seem. The goal of your goal is not to achieve the goal. Okay, so ito medyo parang tricky siya.
Mm.
Your goal is not to achieve the goal, but to achieve the purpose behind the goal. So for example, let's say a particular example, when I decided to create music videos, my goal was to create three music videos in 4 hours. Sabi
Mhm.
ng videographers na nakausap ko, ang record nila was to create one music video in one day. 'Di ba? Sabi ko, okay, I only have 4 hours. I want us to create three music videos. So yung goal ko is not really the three music videos in 4 hours. Yung goal ko is I want to see how far my creativity will go, how far I
Mm.
can put, how much excellence I can put into the music videos, and how fun it will be to create those videos. So yun, fun, creativity, and excellence, which are our core values. Okay, so whether or
Mm.
not I reach the goal, the purpose is to is the purpose of the goal is not to reach the three videos, but the purpose, which is fun, creativity, and excellence. So yun. So act on your ideas, no matter how crazy they may seem. Kahit sabihin ng ibang tao, hindi yan posible. Just try it. Do your best, put your
Yeah.
100%. If you fail, you learn. If you succeed,
Yes.
then wow, yay, di ba? So you act on your ideas. Number two is to um, don't do it alone. Get mentors and coaches. So yun yung tip ko, get mentors and coaches like Coach JC. He's there to inspire inspirepreneur, and then yung sa inner circle. So really get coaches and mentors because they can help you speed up the process.
Mm.
These mentors and coaches, they've experienced so many um, setbacks or difficulties or problems along the way that they were able to overcome. So instead of you experiencing the same mistakes again, why not create new mistakes and learn from your new mistakes, diba? Yung old mistakes, just learn from the mentors and coaches.
Yes.
So in my case, kasi when I started writing a book, I had no coach. I did the trial and error method. It took me 3 years to write the book. And now I knew, and now because of that experience, I developed a system for writing a book. And now, instead of 3 years, I can help you write a book, launch a book in 3 months, diba? 90 days.
Wow.
So yun. And number three is this. And I'd like to credit my mentor, Anthony Pangilinan. So I learned this during one of our Bible studies a few days ago.
Mm.
Number three is lead them to the real star.
Yes.
And the star is not you. So when you do good things, when you write a book, when you create a really good product or service as an entrepreneur, people will admire you. People will, if you have a book, people will line up to get your autograph pre-pandemic. They will take a selfie of you. They will admire you, put good words for you, say beautiful things about you. But that is
Mm.
not enough. And that is all good. You can enjoy. You can enjoy those feelings. That is all good. But their admiration of you should not stop with you. Their
Yes.
admiration of you should lead them to the real star, who is Jesus. And who is also the star of the season, di ba? Si Jesus talaga,
Mm.
reason for the season. Ang
Tama.
analogy ko dito, I was talking to my friends and sabi ko, parang ganito lang yan. Para tayong gift wrappers. Hindi tayo yung gift. Para tayong gift wrappers para ma-lead yung mga tao sa totoong gift, who is Jesus. Because what can happen is sometimes, things can go to our head. Na, oh, I'm so successful. People admire me. People have good things to say about me. Sa akala mo ikaw na yung bida. And then if people stop admiring you, parang nawala yung sense of self mo, yung worth mo,
Mm.
you forgot na everything, all the glory should be given to God. Uh, I think I think Brother Obet yata yung nagsabi nun na parang
Mm.
you can take the joy, but bring the glory to God.
Yes,
So
yes.
yun. So lead them to Jesus, lead them to the real star.
Wow. Definitely no when siya shared eto mga to, it's so powerful but marami ring ang mga pinagdaan siya bago niya nakuha yung lesson na yan, no? Kaya
Yes.
in this case, no, hindi naman kailangang daanan pa natin yung mga struggles na yan. This is how we now cut your learning curve eh. And that's why we're so grateful. No? Kanina, ang isang naka-resonate ako when you shared about that you get a coach, a mentor. Tayo naman, di ba siya, ayan, we've been mentioning Brother Bo, we've been mentioning Tony Robbins, ikaw rin,
Yes.
no? Jack Canfield, these people that are, you now get to interview, no? These are the people that we look up to and we learn from them. And being humble, eto, fast forward, we now get to do this by paying it forward. Tayo naman ang
Yep.
nag-guide, no? Tayo naman ang nag-share, nag-encourage ng ibang tao. And that's why, again, kapag ikinonect po natin ito, itong topic on how to grow in gratitude and generosity, hindi lang po siya, again, just another parang feel good, no, lesson or message, no. This is very
Yes.
much tied up to what siya has been doing, and that's why we're able now to grow, create, and thrive, and even look after people, encourage them also in the same path, because of itong gratitude and generosity. Ah,
Yes.
wow. Thank you, siya.
You're
Uh,
welcome.
Definitely we want no to continue the conversation pero minsan maganda rin eh na yung conversation bitin para they get now to connect with us, no, look into our content, and in your case, no, si Sha talagang marami rin po, no, every now and then the content that she does, no, in her social media platforms, no, at ito nga ang bago is music video, di ba? So thank you for inspiring us, no, Sha, to even take it to the next level, no, and ang laking bagay talaga ng gratitude and generosity. Siguro, we want to ask you now some final thoughts, no? As we
Sure.
encourage, no, ang ating mga inspirepreneurs, no? Anyone who is into thinking of starting a side hustle or maybe, ayan nga, pursuing their passion and making it a profession. Go ahead, siya.
Okay. You know, yung topic natin, gratitude and generosity, they may sound so simple, di ba? Na parang, do we still need to talk about that? Di ba parang ganun? So very short sharing lang on this, on how important gratitude is. When I decided to focus on one topic to speak on to a global audience, I decided to focus on gratitude. And then, after I made that decision in January 2019, parang naisip ko, parang gratitude, napakasimple. Sinong company ang magbabayad for me, di ba, to talk about gratitude? And then, March 2019, I attended the Royal Caribbean Cruise of Jack Canfield.
Woo!
Tapos alam mo, dun na-affirm sa akin ng importance ng gratitude. Because at the start of every seminar, Jack Canfield would always talk about gratitude. He would always stress the importance of gratitude. So gratitude may sound so simple, but it is so powerful. When you dive deeper into the study of gratitude, sobrang powerful niya. And as an entrepreneur, one of the most crucial skills of an entrepreneur is creativity. Creativity means how what is your capacity to provide solution to a problem?
Hmm.
What is the solution that you can possibly give to a person who's having this particular problem, ganyan. So it requires creativity. Um, and one of the ways to increase your creativity is by being grateful. So the more
Hmm.
grateful that you are, the more creative you can get. So start with that. And also when you're grateful, you see that what you have is enough to start with. Kasi sometimes when we're
Yes.
starting, iniisip natin, ah, parang kulang yung pera ko, kulang yung expertise ko, kulang yung alam ko, kulang yung nakakakilala sa akin, kulang yung
Mhm.
mga kakilala ko.
Mhm.
Okay, wait. Biglang nag-play yung music video ko.
Tama-tama.
Kulang,
Baka
kulang.
kulang pa yung ano, narinig nila na music video kanyan. So, saktong-sakto lang yan. For more
Yes,
of that, definitely, they're gonna have to go to the channel, di ba? At abangan ang mga upcoming pang
Correct.
creations ni siya. Go ahead siya.
So when you're grateful, you realize that what you have right now is enough.
Hmm.
Because so it gives you perspective, and it will inspire you to act on whatever idea you have right now, because you know that it's enough. Whatever you have is enough, and whoever you are is enough. Again, this is one of the problems when you're an achiever naman. At the end of the day, you ask yourself, parang kulang pa yung ginawa ko. Dapat siguro ganito pa, dapat ganito pa.
Hmm.
When you're grateful, it gives you perspective that whatever you did today is enough. Who you are is enough. Who you are is enough. And oftentimes, kasi yun din yung limiting belief ng mga entrepreneurs or high achievers. Parang we keep on doing, we keep on achieving, reaching because we feel we're not enough. And that was
Hmm.
my journey before, which I uncovered through Leap.
Yes.
Yun sa Leap. So,
Another leadership coaching journey natin. Tama naman. Hmm.
yes. So, yun. So, I just want to leave this message to all the listeners or to all the watchers right now, that you are enough. Who you are is enough. You are loved. You have enough creativity. You have enough knowledge, skills. Whatever you have is enough. Who you are is enough. So, always remember that. And you can be whoever you want to be, and you can be whatever you want to be, because you are enough and you are loved.
Hmm.
And for you to really embrace that, it's very important to apply or embrace the attitude of gratitude. In
Yes. Woo! Mic drop. Thank you, Sha. Really love
You're
this
welcome.
conversation, and I'm sure no the people that will be able to catch this episode. It's just a great way to reflect in our lives right now. At itong mga bagay na ito na nabahagi natin sa kanila in our conversation, these are also the things that we often neglect, no? Dahil kala natin maliit na bagay. Pero gratitude is big, generosity is big.
Yes.
And when you embrace that no as a lifestyle, you will never go wrong. Because this is all tied up to love and as inspirepreneurs, no. Definitely as entrepreneurs, no, content creators, that's what we do. We create value, and definitely someone somewhere out there needs this. Kaya maraming salamat. Really so blessed to have you as a friend, and thank you for always inspiring us, most especially no to be the god mother no, ninang niyana, and we continue to pray
Yes.
for
Hi,
you siya.
Yana. Thank you.
Yes,
Thank you,
we continue to
JC.
pray for you as you continue to bless more people. So with that, salamat siya until our next conversation. And again, ang pinaka takeaway ko, the more that we become grateful, the more that we become generous. And the more that we become
Yes.
generous, the more that we become grateful. So maraming salamat. This has been another conversation, no, that it's always good, no, to reflect and just consume. So with that, maraming salamat po to those of you who would join us in this episode. There you have it, Shana Sino, and maraming salamat. Let's continue to grow, create, and thrive. Salute to you, my fellow Inspirepreneur. God bless everyone.
God
Thank you,
bless
Sha.
everyone. Thank you. Thank you, JC.
Yay! So, make sure po that you follow siya in all her social media platforms so that you will get updates, no, at mabless pa po kayo ni siya. Siya, I want to wrap up by just praying for people who join us on live.
Okay.
Salamat, no? Sige. To those who are Catholics, in the name of the Father, the Son, the Holy Spirit. Amen. Thank you so much, Lord, for the opportunity you've given us. This conversation is just so good, no? Kailangan po namin ito as we continue to become grateful and generous, no? Most especially during this time. And alam namin, Panginoon, that you will continue to use us and bless us, no? I pray as well, no, for siya. Kung paano siya nagbigay, naglingkod, nag-add ng value, ibalik mo sa kanya, Lord, no? Her heart's desires, no? Ibigay mo ang blessing, siksik, ligdig, at umaapa, because definitely, Lord, she will continue to bless more people when you bless her. This is our prayer, and to all of the heart's desires, prayers of the people who join us in this episode, we pray for them. Amen. In the name of the Father, the
Amen.
Son, the Holy Spirit.
Amen.
Amen. Thank you,
Thank
Sha. Yay!
you. Yay! Thank you sa lahat ng mga nanonood at nakikinig
Salamat.
nitong podcast.
Thank you, Sha. God bless everyone.
God
Thank you
bless.
once again.